Now, some of you may ask, what are disputable matters? Or some translations say doubtful matters. Now, disputable matters mean things that cannot reach a conclusion yet. You can look at it either way, from this way or that way, it is right. It all depends on which angle you are studying the issues from. Okay, so I study the issue from my point of view, and you study the issue from your point of view. Both are right. If both are right, but you see, if you one side make your point absolute, or if you want certain things to be made right straight away, because those things cannot be made right straight away, it could be made right over a period of time. Or if you want it to be absolute or made right straight away, you will create a conflict. You get what I mean? So that's why Paul says it's a disputable matter. Disputable matter. So Paul is giving a very appropriate and real example that is happening in the midst of them now. Now listen up. Verse 2. One man's faith allows him to eat everything. But another man whose faith is weak eats only vegetables. The man who eats everything, who has faith to eat everything, must not look down on him who does not, and the man who does not eat everything must not condemn the man who does, for God has accepted him. So why all these conflicts about eating here? Basically there are more things to get into conflict with, but the issue here, the background here is we have a Gentile and a Jewish believers together in a congregation. So as you know, the Gentile is all right about anything, especially with regards to food. All the time we have been eating anything, everything. You talk about dog meat, pork, whatever, or stingray, what? No problem. We have been free since. So now God has made all things clean in Christ. So, all right, no problem. Let's receive it with faith and thanksgiving in Christ. For everything God made is clean. Am I right? This is the truth. Am I right? So no problem. No issue with the Gentiles now. But now to the Jews, or rather some very traditional Jews, they have grown up with certain mindsets about unclean food. So when you talk about food here, they are very mindful to avoid certain food, especially meat, always having the possibility being offered to the idols. And if you go to a Jewish congregation, the Jewish practice, they always avoid food that are kosher. Kosher meaning food that God has instructed in the Old Testament not to eat it, okay? Because they are unclean and all. So they would rather eat vegetables. Therefore, even when the truth that everything is clean in Christ is spoken, it takes time for this truth to sink into the Jews, okay? So for them, they are still obligated in their conscience to obey the law of the Old Testament. But now you see, now the Jews, Paul said, but now the Jews say, now you who can eat everything, don't look down. Don't think the Jews have no faith, they cannot eat everything. But now the Jews, they are thinking, their thinking is, we have been trained since young, we avoid certain foods and all, but now you Gentiles come along and say everything is permissible, you can eat this and that, So the Jews start to think, now these fellas are finding an excuse through their faith. Now these fellas are using faith as an excuse for no self-control. So they eat anything, pork, dog meat, stingray, those without scale. God says, those things are no good. There must be a reason why God forbid us to eat in the Old Testament. And some people say, all these things have got high cholesterol and all. That's why God forbid the Jews from eating it, his people. So now it comes to a situation now that the Gentiles or people who can eat anything just condemn them or look down on them. You have no faith. And then the Jews say, who said we have no faith? We have self-control. You people eat anything, no self-control. Now, so they make assumptions here, no self-control, So Paul said, so took a stand. So Paul took a stand here. Yeah, fine. You Gentiles have the faith to eat. Yes, fine, okay. Agreed. But don't look down on those who didn't have the faith to do so. So it's the looking down thing. Now, God is concerned about. Don't look down. And yet, for you Jews with the self-control to do certain things, In a certain way, in obedience to God, don't be quick to judge those who didn't do so. Don't make assumptions that they are not self-control. So Paul is trying to resolve the issues here. Now you try to understand the truth within, okay? And apply it to you.